In this video, we will learn about dosage form of drug. What is dosage form? Dosage form is a product suitable for administration of drug to a patient. It is broadly classified into four categories: solid, liquid, semi-solid, and inhalational. In this particular video, we will learn about solid dosage form of drug. The solid dosage form of drug is divided into many categories like powders, pills, tablets, capsules, lozenges, and suppositories. We will study each of this category in detail in this video. The first category is the powder. Powder is a drug which is in dry and finely pulverized state. The most common example of it is the ORS solution, which is given to patients suffering from diarrhea. The second example is the candide powder, which is antifungal and antibacterial powder, which is used to sprinkle on the specific regions of our body. One of the interesting category in powder is the effervescent powders. The example of effervescent powder is the Uril powder. The peculiar feature of this type of powder is that it contains granulated sodium bicarbonate and citric acid. Hence, whenever they are dissolved in water, they liberate CO2, which causes bubbling. The second category is the tablet. Tablet comprises of certain formula, that is, drug plus binding agents plus excipients. All of these three ingredients are compressed or modulated into a shape to transform them into tablet. The tablet can either be plain, sugar-coated, or film-coated. Tablets are further divided into many categories. The first one is the chewable tablet. The chewable tablets are the tablets which we can chew and they are pleasant in taste. The most common example is the Ostarine tablet, which is calcium and vitamin D3 tablet. The second category is the dispersible tablets. Dispersible tablet, when they are dropped in water in small quantity, they disperse rapidly, and then the solution can be gulped easily. The common example is the Disperine tablet. The third one we have is the sublingual tablet. This type of tablets are specifically put underneath the tongue where there is rapid absorption of drug from the mouth. The common example of sublingual tablet is the Abstral tablet. Sublingual tablets are important from exam point of view. Now, here we come to one of the most important category of tablet, that is the enteric coated tablet, which is very important from PG point of view. The enteric coated tablets are the tablet which are coated with a material, and that material does not dissolve in the acidic medium of our stomach. Hence, the tablet will disintegrate only after reaching the duodenum. The most common example is the pantoprazole tablets, which are given in acid reflux to prevent the acidity. The fifth category we have is the sustained or extended release tablet. This tablet contains specific drug particles which are coated to dissolve at different rates. The common example is the acebrophylline tablet, which is given to the patients for treatment of acute or chronic bronchitis. Next and the last we have are the controlled release tablet. The controlled release tablets contain a semi-permeable membrane which control the release of drug in order to prolong the duration of action. The most important and the common example of controlled release tablet is the nitroglycerin tablet, which is given to the patients suffering from cardiovascular disorders. Now, we are done with powders and tablet. The third classification of solid form are the pills. Pills are formed by combination of drug powder along with honey and syrup. Then they are rolled into spherical or oval bodies. The most common example of pills is the Crimson 35 tablets, which are in a spherical small oval body, and they are given for the treatment of PCOS. The fourth classification are the capsules. Capsules are water-soluble cylindrical containers made up of gelatin, and they are filled with powdered or liquid medicament. The container dissolves on swallowing so that the drug is released into the stomach. We have soft gelatin capsules which dissolves very rapidly, and they generally contain liquid medicament. We also have the enteric-coated capsules, which are designed to dissolve only on reaching the ileum. And lastly, we also have the spansules, which are extended release capsules. They are packed with granules of drug which are having different coatings to dissolve over a specific range of time. The fifth classification are the lozenges. Lozenges are tablet-like bodies of various shapes containing the drug along with a suitable gum, sweetening and flavoring agents. The most common example of lozenges are the strepsils. Strepsils are given when patients suffer from sore throat. Hence, they are retained into the mouth and are allowed to dissolve slowly for their local action in mouth and throat. The last classification of solid form of drug are the suppositories. Suppositories, as you can see in the figure, are conical bullet-shaped dosage form of drug. They are meant to be inserted into the anal canal. This bullet-shaped drug comprises of a firm base which melts at a body temperature and releases the contained drug inside the body. We have many forms of suppositories. One of the most common forms are the pizarries, which are oval or suitably shaped body, which are meant for vaginal insertions. We also have bogies, which are pencil-like cones meant for insertion into male or female urethra. So, for suppositories, remember one thing, that pizarries are meant for vaginal insertions, whereas bogies are meant for urethral insertions. Thank you so much for watching this video.